Well, hello there, everyone. Bobby D here with Heart of the Gala podcast, Call to Auction, Inspire Hearts Fundraising, and Star Benefit Auctions. And I wanted to answer a question that came through another Facebook post. There's so many great fundraising and nonprofit Facebook groups out there in the world. And I love being able to provide a resource and some answers to some very interesting questions. And many times my answers are a lot longer than what I can type, and it's just easier for me to share with you. Anyways, on the Nonprofit Fundraising Professionals Facebook group, our buddy Vincent says, I was watching the video about GiveButter for their live auction. It shows a guest placing a bid on a spa resort package. Does GiveButter already have these donations set up with the companies, or do you have to get your own donations from companies for your live auction? All right. GiveButter, worked a couple times with them. Like them. They got good stuff going, good people over there. The items that you are talking about are what they call consignment items, or no risk travel experiences provided by many vendors that are out there in the marketplace. Now, the way that this works is these particular vendors or consignment companies do provide this no or limited risk travel experiences to you nonprofits at a wholesale price. So let's say there's a trip to Belize and it's $10,000. The value is $10,000. 8 people, they stay in a villa, blah, 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 all of these things. Now, all of these experiences are coordinated by the vendor, the consignment company. They're the ones that do the booking with the winning bidders. They're the ones that work with the lodging and the experience providers in the particular space where this experience is. So they're kind of the middleman between you all as the nonprofits that are fundraising, as well as your donors who really want to have a great live auction or a live auction experience or a vacation or anything like that, that these vendors do provide. And then the vendors also get everything set up, and super easy way to do it. So this $10,000 package value, the cost to the nonprofit could be like $5,500. So then you're going to get it in the live auction, and you're going to go, or your auctioneer is going to go, your professional auctioneer is going to go 1,000, 2,000, 3, 4, 4, 4, 45, 45, 5,000, 55, 6,000, 65, 7, 75, 8,000, 85, 9, 10,000, 10, 11, 12, 13,000. Anybody else going once, going twice, and it's sold for $13,000 to you. Bidder number 123, bidder number, 370, bidder number 370. So what ended up happening there is the price went above the value. We love that. That's technically the only space that a live auction winner can write off that donation, which is above the value. But also what that does is it shows how the profit margin can work within a consignment item that's like this. So now the cost to you, the nonprofit's $5,500. Your winning bidder is going to write you a check or swipe their credit card or however they're going to do it for $13,000. Then the vendor, whichever consignment company that you're working with, they will submit an invoice to you. You pay the invoice, and then you get them connected with the winning bidder, and then they take care of all the booking and all of the things on the back end. And then you get to keep the extra money. So if it sells for $13,000, the cost was $5,500. Quick, do the math with me. It's like $7,500 net profit to you. And that's great, because I don't know if you know any friends that have a beautiful villa for 8 in Belize. But these vendors, these consignment companies, they do have these different connections. They're able to create these opportunities that your guests can be able to bid on and can't find anywhere else. And they can find it at your event. And 9 times out of 10, that any guest that is at your event, any donor that's at your event, is probably planning a major vacation in the next 2 years. So here's why I suggest utilizing consignment items like this in your live auction. So these board members, these donors, these guests that are there are planning a trip anyways. Why not knock a couple things off the checklist right away, provide a exceptional travel experience for your bidder on a trip that they would probably go on anyways and spend money on anyways, and then they spend the money with you. Yes, there's a cost to it. However, the profit of that goes directly to you and your mission, and everybody wins then. I mean, you have a great live auction item. You have a bidder, a donor that is the winner. They go on this exceptional experience and they have a great time, and then they connect that experience and that great time that they had while they were on their vacation to now your brand, your mission, and the fact that they got to go on this vacation helped you to fund your mission, which then they come back next year. They're like, that was amazing. Where are we going this year? Are we going to go to Tuscany? Are we going to go to Napa? Where are we going to go? And you can continue to utilize these consignment items over and over and over again and continue to switch out. Now, word of warning, there are some that are out there, I'm not going to name names, that are a little shady. I actually had this happen a couple weeks ago where there was a package that was given to the nonprofit. It was donated, but that donated item had some fees that were attached to that. And in the fine print, it says there's a per person per day fee to have a all-inclusive experience involved. And you start to do the math on the per person per day. Now, the person that bids $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 in the live auction to acquire this particular item is still going to have to pay another $1,500, $2,000, $2,500 directly to that company so that they can actually use this thing that they bought. They really didn't buy anything. They just bought an opportunity to book a vacation, which I do not like. So watch out for items that are like that. Look for reputable companies that are out there that are able to help your guests have a great experience, help you have a great experience with the consignment process, and to help you raise as much money as possible. Now, there are, again, some vendors that are a little they kind of fly by night, or maybe they just come into the market and they're trying to build a reputation and whatnot. You know what? You could give them a try, but again, it's experience and its reputation and its knowledge of this nonprofit space is really what you're buying when you're working with one of these vendors. Now, there are a lot of great vendors that are out there. My top three, I'm not even going to say it. There's so many groups that are out there, and I'm probably going to forget someone. And I work with lots of different these consignment vendors that are out there. If you want a recommendation, please PM me, please send me a message, and I'll let you know who my top favorites are. And I'd be happy to make an introduction to you to my favorite people that are usually at the high level. I've been doing this for 20 years, and I know who's great, and I know who's not great, and I'm happy to help you with that. Another perk to our consignment items is many times you'll have live auction items that are donated. And sometimes those live auction items you have donated, you could sell the secret double. Shh, don't tell anybody, but you can sell that secret double. But a lot of times you're not going to have that secret double. You're only going to have one of those items from that from that donor that's giving this to your live auction. And here with consignment, you can sell many different or the same package many different times to many different bidders. So where in our similar, trip to Belize sells for $13,000. So to get to $13,000, you would probably have a bidder that's at $12,000. So now you technically have two bidders that one is at 13 and then one is at 12. And you could say, you know what? Guess what? You're both going to go to Belize. Sold. And the consignment company has the capacity to be able to book those multiple experiences, because that's the business that they're in. They're in that business to provide these opportunities to you all to sell to your bidders, to your donors, that they can have that great experience. And then now all of a sudden, you were getting $7,500 in profit from the first one. So now we're going to add an extra $6,500 in profit. So now you've net profited $14,000, which I think is a pretty good deal. And another perk is that you're not playing travel agent. I know. I do not like playing travel agent. I can barely book my own travel, let alone somebody else's travel, and coordinate with their schedule and coordinate with the donor and coordinate with this and that. Oh my God, you have way better things to do. Like actually run an organization and help to complete your mission. So you do that and then let the experts do what they do. So this is just a little bit of ideas and ways that you can work with some great consignment companies that are out there, and to be able to strategically utilize these no risk experiences that can help to enhance your live auction. Okay, you ask, Bobby, no risk, what does that mean? Well, if in the unfortunate time that maybe you're not using a professional auctioneer and the bid only goes up to say 5,000, 5,500, maybe even 6,000, doesn't hit the threshold of the the profit that you're trying to make, well, you're not out any money. You can say, we're going to pass that item. This item, we need to sell for some more money. If you're interested, please let us know. And then you're not out any money. It's literally zero risk. Put it in your live auction, put it in your silent auction, use it as a raffle item. There's lots of different ways you can utilize those consignment items. So there you go. I hope I answered your question, Vincent, and all of my friends that are out there in the world. I want to thank you all for your time and having me to share this information with you. If you have any questions, please don't be afraid to PM me. You can ask questions in the link below. Please listen to our podcast. It's a weekly podcast, Heart of the Gala, on all of the podcast platforms. You can subscribe to our YouTube and follow us on our Instagrams and our TikToks and all of those things. I'll put them in the notes below. So go out there, raise some money, make an impact, and let's make this world a better place because we're doing it all together. And there's lots of roads to get to that destination. All right. Thanks again, everybody. Bobby D here with Heart of the Gala podcast, Inspire Hearts Fundraising, Call to Auction, and Star Benefit Auctions. We'll see you all next time. Keep asking those good questions. I love it. All right. Happy days. Bye-bye, everyone.